Alright everybody, hey, we're starting this Boulder ride. We're going to go up to Boulder City, go up and look at this old mining town. Anyway, there's a lot of old buildings and stuff, an old school, some things up there. Really cool scenery along the way, which will take you. Anyhow, like I said, this is another episode of 208 Adventures. This is kind of the Boulder parking lot, give you an idea where we're at when we park. And the trailhead. So you go up here, you'll kind of kick to the right, and then you cross the creek, and then you pretty much it's one way all the way up to the top. So alright guys, it's one of our first stops. Kind of a cabin here and kind of along the trail. See, we're all parked here. Just a couple miles, well, heck, it's probably barely a mile past the creek, if that. We just crossed. There you go. Come on. Come on, ladies. Where's that now?
Where's what?
Yeah.
It's short-lived.
That was quick.
Yeah. Good to stop talking when you got closer.
That usually doesn't happen. A little quick stop along the trail. Got these trails, you know, the road pretty much dives in and out of this creek, multiple spots to this thing. So a little further on, we'll actually end up driving up through it quite a bit as you're going uphill. If the runoff's as big as it should be right now, but anyway, you can kind of see what's going on. It's pretty neat. We've been up here a couple, 3 times. We've never done really any filming up here, but I tell you, this is one of my favorite trips. It's short, you know, 5-6 miles is all, but it's an all-day trip. There's a reason they call it Boulder. It's rocky as heck. And anyway, a fun trail. It's great. Jeeps, I mean, a lot of people do this on Jeeps. Side-by-sides, hiking, a lot of people hike this thing. So, good times.
came off, my battery died.
So this is one of the kind of the first obstacles, really. I mean, you can see we come up through those rocks and all that water run down. That's, you know, it's a little slick getting up through there. But you come in, if you hold to the right, kind of drop off. You can see it goes around, drops through the creek, then up. If you hold to the left, you're coming up the trail. You got a pretty good drop. It comes right up. I know the camera doesn't do it justice, but it is pretty steep. Definitely can't tell when you're dropping off this thing where the heck you're at. But it is pretty cool. Beautiful area. Up close to the top now. Look at this, big bowls up here. It just opens up. I know in the wintertime they come up here in snowmobile. This would be crazy stuff. Avalanche City. All the snowmobiling I've done, I've never been up here in the winter. May have to try it once. A couple years ago, first time, well, one of the first trips I ever come up here, we're coming back from one of the little lakes up here, got into a little open meadow, and come across that big white mountain goat up here, big male, huge, scared the heck out of us. Just come busting through the trees. Yeah, pretty incredible. They're up here. So this area we're coming up on right here, you see all the trees that have been laid down and piled up. See, the avalanches have come down this thing in the winter off these mountains and just cleaned this thing out, piled them up. Yeah, look at these trees just laid out. They've kind of cleared this out. They must have been cutting some of this down because this thing was full. You could hardly get through this trail here, or this road. Stuff was pushed up against it so far, so somebody's come in and removed a lot of this. You can see some of the leftovers. Incredible country, big country. Yeah, so let's talk about that mountain goat. That's actually, it went crashing up through the brush right there, those trees. Pretty wild. So right here you can go right or left. We're gonna go left, which takes you to the old town. You go right up that way, which we'll go in a bit. But anyway, that'll run us up some other mines and a little lake up top. And now we're going to kind of head to the main mine and where the main town was. Either go right or left. We can go right, a little more scenic. Oh yeah, it never gets old. Go Talon, woohoo! Those are getting to be a pretty impressive machine. I know they got issues like some first year models, but I tell you what, the thing is impressive. So it's just Yamaha with the gear down kit as well. Check that out. Woo! I don't know, just seeing that little waterfall through there is pretty cool. Little obstacle. Little cabin sites. One thing, even as warm as it is here, we're about the middle of July. Warm as it is, it's nice and cool up here. You still got snow, you know, still warm enough for shorts. Definitely get yourself sunburned, but up in this high altitude. The thing about it, it's just cool. It's enjoyable. Not burning up in the desert, not freezing, just about right. The amount of work that went in on up here is astounding. You mentioned we're just getting up in here with their equipment and people and everything. Nuts. We're gonna run up top. We've done this before. We're gonna run up there on those. Take you up there. Right down here, two-story cabin. Or I want to say, if I remember right, you know, don't quote me on this, but I believe it's the schoolhouse.
Impromptu speeches. There you go.
Okay, Joe. This is Joe. She's gonna explain the ride so far. This is her first time up here.
I'm not.
Joe.
That was Joe.
That was Joe. Now it's Theron. Now it's Cheyenne.
Yep.
So what do you think so far?
Pretty cool. It's very beautiful up here.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
Very awesome.
It's
I haven't been up here since in my 20s.
So a little cooler in the desert, isn't it?
Yep.
Pretty wild.
A lot of hard work went into this, and it was all due to a shyster.
Yeah.
Story is a guy from back east got everybody back there believing that he had found the mother lode, and he got a bunch of investors put together, and they spent all their money, come up here, and there really wasn't a whole hell of a lot of anything. But I can't remember the old shyster's name that did it. You can look it up. It's under I believe it's Boulder City Mine. But yeah, there was a hell of a lot of work done in this part of the country for a whole lot of nothing.
Well, it's crazy. How many people were up here? I think they had a town of almost 3,000, is that, or 2,000?
It was good size. I don't remember exactly the number, but we were thinking, can't remember for sure, but we were thinking that this was the schoolhouse. Take this two-story, and anyway. Up there to the top.
See all the wood down in the creek bottom. Makes you wonder if you dug this thing up, what you'd find, how they channeled it a little better, or what. I mean, it's obviously all rotted away, but funneled this water in to help with their process. We'll run over and get a shot from the top of the building down. crazy area. A lot of stuff, a lot of slowly just crumbling. This one cool thing, this old tree in here. Look at this rock. So there we go. Trent's doing some filming down there. Some footings. Wow. Sure love to see this. This thing's already in the last couple of years has definitely fallen down a bunch more. There was a lot more. There's some part of the stairs were here. They're completely gone now. Some of this stuff was up. This wall, it's getting ready to go. Wow. This thing's definitely deteriorated from last time, isn't it?
Well, here we are up the mine site. Boy, it's really fallen down here in the last year, so I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of winters left. This thing has to survive. But you can see all the different stuff around here where they'd heat everything up. Still got a lot of equipment inside. So yeah, it's some pretty cool stuff. We're going to take you around. You can see Nate up on the top there. Getting done with this, we're going to take you around and take you up on the top to the actual mine site up top. So yeah, we'll see you when we get up there.
What'd you say?
I said we've had a lot of snow,
Yes,
so
we
that's
have.
probably really helped it deteriorate.
Yep. Coming down. Oh, that's. I think it's still good. I think we could use part of it.
Summer cabin.
Summer cabin. You know, the timber's still in good shape. The stuff that's standing, you just have to kind of brace it back up.
Maybe sanded a little.
I think I don't know if you'd sand, just leave it rough. You just wouldn't touch it.
The rustic look.
You'd get a lot of splinters. Be a nice little boiler, huh? I think we could use that. Darren, what do you think?
I think so. Fit right in where we want.
Great. Be a great juice heater. Yeah, I seen that cast, man. That's crazy. There's nothing wrong with that. It's approved. So this is another little section we're going to run up. This runs up behind, I guess, like a processing station, whatever you call it, where they were doing the ore. So kind of there's a road coming in. Take a right, run up it. It is a little narrow, a couple spots, but it is a pretty cool trail. Standing here, Trent's coming on up. Look at these cables. Big old pipes that are solid steel bars or rods that they got driven in there. Anchoring this stuff down. Been there for freaking 100 years. Yeah, again, there's a reason they call this Boulder. Tough life. Little obstacle. We're coming up. We just turned off from down there at that meadow area. We're coming up to the lake. So this is one of the obstacles along there, along the trail anyway. Well, it was just that hole right there. We had that tire in there, rocked up, so all. Well, that's the easy line. This is what you need to do. You need to drop your right rear tire into this hole. This is where we came up from the main lake. This gentleman over there, he's actually heading up and around, but where we veered or wide off and took a right, come up where we're at now. It's a beautiful country. I say it over and over. You just got to get out. Just got to get out and do it. Say, this is where we're going today. Jump in the rig, head out, make it happen. I'm grateful we have. It's been a lot of fun. We're on our way back down. Thought we'd hit this little obstacle again, going the other way. Creek. So I hit it the first time. I got hung up on the rock right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, channel that right up through there. Holy crap. Woohoo! Yeah, buddy. Don't worry, we'll pick the pieces up. Woo! Wheelie King, Wheelie King. So, one thing I will notice, I want to put this out there, Randy, is that, yeah, you got to hear this, that Everybody else kind of touched the bottom, but you never did because you were so far up in the air when you wheelied over it that your bottom was still 1.5 feet away from that. Look good.
More power, more power.
So we launched
She,
it.
it did awesome. It just hooked it. It hit this corner right here,
Is that where it hit?
right there.
So we didn't hook it all,
So
right?
you were good. I mean, your deal took it, but it just hit right there.
Yeah,
So
where did it hit?
right here,
Oh, yeah.
right there.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Nate, you know when you
But
guys...
you cleared everything except for that.
Right there, huh? You went down that steep part in that rock right there.
Uh-huh.
You guys weren't... Because I was in the back. I just saw one of them was going... I think it was Trent. We went down it. We went down that too. And we never touched nothing.
Huh.
Went
We
right
didn't touch nothing there because we launched all 4 tires off the ground, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean, you were clear.
Yeah.
You bounced, that front end kicked up, and you just drove up and out of it.
Yeah. Little push back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, it cleared everything. I'm like, right on, he's got it, and in the back end hit that edge, it kicked over, and it caught that tip of rock, goes thunk. I'm like, ugh.
I wish I could have got that on video.
Oh.
That was cool right here. I mean, it was just like,
Oh,
it's like, man, I should have pulled up over here.
yeah, right? You'll when you're right,
Honda mounting a Honda, or a Yamaha mounting a Honda.
there's some breeding going on.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you'll get that ride with Randy that you just want to give him some space.
Don't ride too close, guys. Don't.
I always tell they're always telling me, you guys go slow, go slow. This doesn't go slow. It's a controlled crash the whole way, man.
Full sand, full sand. Alright guys, hey, thanks again for following along with us on this great adventure up to Boulder City. Sure appreciate all you guys liking and subscribing to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It's greatly appreciated, and we also appreciate any of the comments and stuff. It helps us grow, helps us bring you better content, these comments. Anyway, if you have any suggestions, please don't hesitate at all.